Of course, cold approach is a very valuable skill that I think every man should have nonetheless. I mean, just approaching girls or just talking to them without having fear or to men is very valuable. But at some point, you just have to level up. At some point, you have to create an environment that works for you rather than you just constantly competing with other men for something that every other man wants, right? You have to create that environment. And in order for you to create this environment, you have to have a solid foundation in social media, definitely. So it is the way it is. Social media plays a very important role of our society. It's because a place we're all hyper connected with each other. Everyone is on his phone constantly, and that's why you should leverage it because girls will be there anyways. And if they're on Instagram anyways so many times, so many hours on the day, they might as well just look at your profile rather than on someone else's. So you just have to play along the rules, right? And I know there are people who say this is superficial, but medias like that were always used throughout history. So it's just the medium that changed over time. And you have to have a good foundation in that because people will always come back to that one place when they want to check you out. When you text them something new, they might check out your Instagram. If you post a story on Instagram, they see that story, they stay in touch with you that way. It's this parasocial relationship that people develop with you over time when they see more and more stories of you. I mean, it happened to us a lot of times that girls tell us, "Hey, I see so many stories of you, and it's funny to see you back again." And we never met those girls before, so this plays a huge part.
I personally got to learn a lot about women. So I was not
Yeah.
sleeping with a lot of them, but like with ones became good friend. I got to listen how women process a few things,
Yeah.
right? So then I realized, okay, she's texting with this one guy just to keep him in the orbit.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't want the guy, but he just wants that, okay, like, okay, for a rainy day,
Yeah.
when I'm feeling bad, I will call him and then I will go out on a date and then, like still not sleep with him. I
Boy, I've been in that position.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking like, okay, that's crazy, but
Yeah.
right, so I would have never learned that if I was not like, hanging out with her or like being friends with her, right? So it's like a different perspective. Of course, I would not still take a lot of advice from my female friends about how I go about dating. So I can get perspective, but I will not let them influence
Yeah.
everything. But still, I learned so many things like how girls behave.
Yeah.
They can be very flaky because there's hormones involved. Their blood is more influenced, every moon cycle. So that's something I learned, like how the behavior changes, how they are more
Yeah.
emotional. They play different kind of games. So they're waiting for the right one and then they're like having different options open. And I'm telling to this girl, hey, like, why do you keep on having these guys around? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You should, as a girl,
Yeah.
you should spend time with a guy who's serious with you. I told her, like, she's like, hey, Hans, like, you do the same. You date like 5 different girls at the same time. I'm like, yes, but I will give you the opposite advice, right? Spend time with a guy who's serious with you, not like a guy who's like a bunch of like, pimping around.
Yeah, it's so funny because all the girls, and I remember when we were having brunch, we were talking to all of the girls about why is it so bad to play games when you date someone. And all the girls agreed, of course, yeah, I don't play games, I don't do that. And once we got more specific, then one girl showed me like chats with that one guy, and I was saying like, why are you playing games with him? Yeah, but you have to keep him interested in that and this and that. And I'm like, you cannot be serious. So that's what Ansa's saying. I mean, you can get a perspective on a girl's advice on relationship and dating, but I would never rely on that. But because it's one thing that they say and a whole different other thing that they do.